Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be asking, what is your superpower? And another way to phrase that would be, what are you really good at? What makes you stand out above the crowd? Like what is your superpowered thing that you do really well? This is going to be a shorter video just because I am filming a very long video and I still wanted to put something out this weekend for you guys, and I thought that this was a fun video idea. So with that said, please feel free to pause the video, pick whichever card is speaking the most to you, and let's get into today's reading. Hello Pile 1 and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Dragon Spirit, this is going to be your reading for today, where we are taking a look at what is your superpower. What are you just naturally really great at, that makes you stand out above the crowd and is really very special about you. I thought this would be a fun idea for a shorter video and be a little bit of an ego boost. So with that said, let us get right into it. Okay, I didn't even get the words out. Okay. All right, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, again, you did get the words out. We have the Seven of Swords. So what is Pile 1's superpower? Okay. So what is Pile 1's superpower? Okay. Oh, lovely. Okay. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. So, the keywords for the Dragon Spirit card are elemental magic, fortune, and longevity. And this card talks about being able to tap into a divine source of elemental magic, ancient wisdom, because dragons are known for being very long-lived, so you might be able to, you might feel very connected to nature, and you might be able to tap into an ancient source of wisdom that might either be coming from a spiritual source and or might be the result of a lot of incarnations. So you might be like a very old soul. But this card talks about like one of your superpowers being the ability to transcend certain challenges through like using your ability to tap into your like ancient magical self. To put it that way, like there are certain life's challenges that yes, you will face with bravery and courage, like bravely heading into the unknown. But there are certain other challenges you will just be able to transcend them because of the ancient knowledge that you have. Like I'm just getting the sense you have certain wisdom or knowledge or like intuition that it might be, and this is something that I resonate with, that really confused me before I discovered my spirituality. Like there are certain things in this life that I just have known. Like I would know something about somebody, or I would just know things that I had no reason to suspect or think. So that is coming through as something that I think is probably also true for you. That if you've ever just had like a feeling about something and you're just like, maybe nobody else saw the same thing you saw, nobody else really kind of wanted to listen to what you had to say about it, or you might have really kept it to yourself because you had you just knew that something was, maybe you with the Seven of Swords in the middle here, maybe you've had suspicions about people that are based on intuitive gut feelings or based on your ability to read their energy, that you could not necessarily give like a quote-unquote justifiable reason for why you didn't like that person or why you didn't want, like you didn't trust that person, but it was just a gut feeling. And I'm getting like with the Eight of Cups, Seven of, like you were just striking me as the type of person who, like, you intuitively know to walk away from certain energies. You intuitively know how to detach yourself from people who just, and it could be like the friendliest person in the world, but you just have a feeling about them, and it always turns out in the end to be true. And it could be that you might not even receive confirmation that your bad feeling about someone was correct. But you just know. And that is something that is coming through, like, on an intuitive level, that might have helped you bypass certain bad experiences in this lifetime, has been trusting your intuition. And that could even have been like one of your lessons so far on your spiritual journey, has been to trust your intuition, because it is often very accurate. Like, it's coming from somewhere. It's coming from an ancient source of wisdom. And even if you've never been able to adequately explain, again, like why you didn't like somebody to a mutual friend, I'm getting a sense you've been able to just follow your own path regardless, and be like, well, even if nobody else understands why I don't want to hang out with this person, I'm still gonna, I don't need to surround myself with people who are in this Seven of Swords energy. That is part of your superpower, I think. And then there's another part of this dragon spirit card that talks about, because dragons are known for, like, hoarding gold, like they collect, like, gold and treasures, and then they hide in a cave, and they keep all their treasure in a cave hidden away from the world. And there's advice with this card it's like the treasure and gold that this card is referencing, like, are your gifts and your talents and your thoughts and your insights, and like what your desires and your wants and your needs, and what the things that make you uniquely special and uniquely yourself. There might be a tendency, especially if you've had experiences in your life. The Seven of Swords talks about deceit, betrayal, backstabbing, lying, just people coming with bad intentions. There's somebody here with a sword in their hand, ready to, it's kind of sneaking around, ready to cause some chaos. And you might have really had some bad experiences with this, and it might have, for a period of time, kind of shut you down, or might have taught you the lesson that it is not safe to share your treasure, what makes it, like the precious parts of yourself, with the world. And so that might it might have caused you to shut down a little bit for a while, and kind of hide those things, like the vulnerable parts of yourself, hide that stuff away, because of those bad experiences. I do think the first energy here being the Eight of Cups, you have learned how to, and it's not even necessarily like this is coming through as like an innate thing. I think this is talking about experiences you've had in your life, and I think this is a beautiful positive message that I'll talk about after. But, like, again, like, you're not engaging with this stuff. Like, I just think I'm having trouble articulating this thought, because I resonate with this, and I know that both things that I want to say are true at the same time, even though they might seem on the surface to be contradictory. I think you have a big, beautiful heart. I think that with this Ten of Cups here, you have a lot of love to give. You have a lot of joy to share. You have a big, beautiful hoard of treasure in your heart that is like you have gathered over lifetimes. And you just have so much to share. And unfortunately, I think you've had bad experiences, maybe in your formative years, maybe like a pattern of people who have tried to take your treasure from you, to put it that way, to extend the metaphor of the dragon's hoard, and the contradictory thing that I'm trying to say is, and this is something that I resonate as also being true for me, you might, because you have a big, beautiful heart and a lot of things to share, when you were growing up or at like an earlier stage in your life and your development, you might have wanted to share everything with everybody because one of your core traits might be compassion, it might be generosity, it might be all of those things might be part of what you want to share. The treasure that you want to share is your compassion, it is your ability to love. And unfortunately, even though you may have a really strong intuitive sense when people are not trustworthy, when people are in a bad or a weird energy, you know, like, again, this is giving me like just, and I have had so many experiences of this myself where I was like, oh, I don't trust that person. Even there was no reason, like no concrete physical world reason. They didn't give any indication, like outward indication, but there was just something in their energy that I was picking up on, and it turned out that that person was doing something shady. That person was engaging in bad behaviors, and I would find that out after the fact, and I was like, I'm not surprised, you know. I've had so many experiences with that, and I am thinking that that is something that you probably relate to as well. And at the same time, there's probably stuff here about, yes, you did trust the wrong people. Yes, you did, unfortunately, share of your big, beautiful heart with people who were not worthy of that. And it might have been part of a learning process in this lifetime. Again, even though you do also have a natural intuition about who to trust or not. And it could have been a situation where it might have even been like with family members, or like a situation, you know, and I identify with this as well, of there are people we're supposed to be able to trust. And unfortunately, sometimes those people let us down. And that might have been like a very painful thing. And it can be really hard to admit that the people who are supposed to be closest to us can be, you know, I just heard the line, like the person you would take a bullet for is behind the trigger. And if there is a superpower being represented here, it's your intuition, your intuitive knowing and feeling about people, your the big beautiful heart that you do have, that spirit doesn't want you to keep hidden. You know, they want you to not keep that locked away. Don't keep that hidden away, because it is meant to be shared with people who deserve to have your energy. But that part of the lesson of this lifetime might have been using your discernment and knowing that it is okay to walk away from people who are in this energy, no matter who they are, no matter who they are supposed to be to you. Like, you know, if it is a parent, if it is like if it's another family member, if, you know, whatever it is, like it is okay to put your own needs first. The Eight of Cups, walking away from things that are no longer serving us, walking away from things that are not in alignment with our energy, walking away from things that are not healthy. You know, it's like there's a burning bowl. It's like, let's cut this cord and walk away over the horizon to something new. And this card does talk about having the courage to walk forward into the unknown. And not stay with something that is familiar just because it is familiar. It's like saying, if this is what's familiar to me, I have to go over this horizon towards this Ten of Cups. And that's why it's like these cards on either side of the Seven of Swords is reminding me of the message of transcending. We're transcending a challenge because we know that we are empowered and entirely justified in putting ourselves first, because you have such a beautiful heart. That's what's coming out in this Ten of Cups. Like, if this is your superpower, the Ten of Cups is your superpower. This is a combination of your ability to fulfill your own needs and your ability to share of your love with the rest of the world, with your your found family, with beloved family members, trustworthy people, and the people in this world who will Treat the things that you treasure and hold dear about yourself with the same level of reverence. They will know that your love is the precious gift that it is, to put it that way. So, I really hope that I've articulated that clearly, Pile 1. I feel like I had so many intuitive ideas about how to interpret this spread, but I was really having trouble communicating. I hope that I have clearly communicated this idea. You have a lot to give. And I see you sharing that stuff with people who deserve it. You know, whether you would say that you have those people in your life right now, or if those people are part of your soul family that you have not yet met in the 3D yet, there is confirmation also on this Ten of Cups that yes, you will come together with people who see you, hear you, understand you, and love you for the beautiful, vibrant soul that you are, even if you've had to hide that vibrant part of yourself for a while to protect that energy from the Seven of Swords. So, with that said, that is where I'm going to leave your reading today, Pile 1. I hope that it has been helpful for you. I hope that it has resonated for you. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. Please comment down below and let me know how this resonated for you. Again, I'm not 100% sure I was able to clearly communicate what I was seeing in the cards. So just please let me know whether this resonated. If you like my videos, you want to see more from me, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for watching, Pile 1, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Unicorn Spirit, this is going to be a reading for today, where we are asking, what is your superpower? This is the thing that you were really, really good at, that makes you stand out from other people, and I thought it would be a fun idea for a shorter video and maybe a little bit of an ego boost. And with that said, let's get right into it. What is... oh. Okay, I didn't even get the question out. Okay, we have the Five of Swords here. Okay, what is Pile 1's? Okay, the Queen of Wands. Okay, what is Pile 2's superpower? Okay, I'm sorry, I think I called you Pile 1. Okay, what is Pile? Okay, too many cards. Okay, what is Pile? Spirit keeps trying to give me half the deck. I think you have a lot. You got a lot of things that that Spirit wants to give you kudos about. Okay. Right. Do you want me to take that? Yes. Okay. And then we have the Magician. Okay. That makes sense to me because one of the keywords for the Unicorn Spirit is magic. So definitely I think that you have, you're able to tap into a source for inner magic. And what's interesting is that the Unicorn Spirit is, the keywords for this card are uniqueness, purity, and magic. And there's a connection in this card of going on a journey of self-discovery to connect to your like the concept of purity is related to innocence. It's related to, first of all, your truest, most authentic version of yourself, and then also innocence connected with your inner child. So going on a journey of self-discovery to discover your truest, most authentic self, and to be able to reconnect with your inner child and have the courage to move through life with that inner child connection, and really kind of approaching life through the eyes of it's like with a beginner's mind is what's coming through. Like life is an adventure. You know, life is an adventure, and despite the the bad experiences we might have, despite other people might be in really toxic or negative energies, we don't need to take that on. We can still be our unicorn selves and really protect our own energy from anything going on here in this Five of Swords. So that might be something that that resonates for you. Is like having been on a journey like this unicorn card is talking about. And to, like, the other thing is, like, with the connection to the magician, is like discovering your own inner source of magic. And this magic, in whatever way that applies to you. It could be that you practice and you do, like, spell work and do practical magic, like practice magic, and or it's just embracing the energy of the magician, like your own inner ability to embrace your own power to achieve whatever you were trying to achieve in this lifetime. And then we have, so I'm going to start with the Five of Swords over here. The Five of Swords talks about conflict. It can talk about being in a toxic environment, being in a negative environment. It's usually a very unpleasant energy. It is almost never a positive message when this comes out. And it can talk about being in a really, like, cutthroat situation where people are willing to do whatever it takes to get to the top. Like you can even see there's a figure back here who's on the top of a mountain and there's blood on the mountain. It's like this person had to climb over other people to get to where they were. It's like a victory at a cost kind of thing. And that might resonate for you as an with the unicorn spirit here, and this being part of your superpower. I'm getting this as in this lifetime you might have kind of been dumped into this Five of Swords environment, and just had to really transcend it. I think that there might be a message here, and it might honestly be related to the message of pile one. So if you did feel drawn to the dragon spirit, there might be messages there for you as well. But like, it's just like having grown up in an environment where everybody was willing to climb over each other, and it was very competitive, and everybody was just out for themselves, and like being around really, like, selfish people, and everyone's acting out of their egos, and you know, and then getting away from that, going on a journey, an inner journey of self-discovery to get to your most authentic, truest self, and to reconnect with your inner child. It's not safe for your inner child to be out in this environment, but to be able to reclaim that inner child, and then just be like this unicorn is like, yeah, I'm a unicorn. Like, you know, they're like, yeah, I'm pure and innocent, and I'm authentically myself, and this is who I am, it takes a lot of courage to be able to do that, especially in an environment like this. It's like to say, like, I'm not going to embody these traits. I might have had this behavior modeled to me. It might have been the only thing I knew growing up. It might have been like all of my family members or my social group or whatever environment I was in. Everybody was in this energy where it was just like every person for themselves. You know, and I'm choosing not to engage with this anymore. I don't have to be a part of this. And there might have been a period of time where you were you know, kind of engaging in those behaviors, or kind of, and it could have been because it was the only thing you knew, you know. But the expression on this person's face is remorse. It's, what have I done? Why am I engaging in this? I don't want to be like the person on this mountain. I don't want to listen to this crow who's in my ear telling me that this is the way it has to be done, or, you know, whatever it is. I'm instead going to lean into this, where, you know, I have a very pure heart, and I'm going to be true to my authentic self, which is that I am a loving, giving, compassionate person, and I'm not willing to climb over other people. I'm not willing to do that. And so then we have this Queen of Wands energy, and that's part of the reason why I'm interpreting this unicorn spirit as being like a very confident, kind of bold energy, like, yeah, I'm a unicorn, you know, like, yes, I'm proudly going to be who I am, because the Queen of Wands is very empowered. It's like an energy of, it's a high self-esteem energy. It's an energy of somebody who really enjoys connecting with other people as their authentic self. And again, so the Queen of Wands regardless of gender, this is your energy, this is your energy. This is other energy. Maybe it might have been your energy in the past, but I'm getting this is like an environmental context. You are embodying the energy of the Queen of Wands and the Magician. And the Queen of Wands, again, is somebody who really enjoys having genuine connections with other people. She can be very outgoing and enjoys having fun. She's very funny, very charismatic. And it's like, because you have gone on a journey of embracing your true authentic self, you can show up as that authentic self with other people and have like those really amazing social connections that that are just really hard to make when everybody's at each other's throats all the time. When nobody's being genuine, it's like, how could you have any real authentic emotional intimacy? But the Queen of Wands can, because she always shows up as her real self. And the other thing that I like about this card is like this Queen of Wands is sitting in sort of like a circle of candles, kind of a meditative pose. And with the candles here, like there might be, and the Magician, you might actually practice magic, might be part of your spiritual practice, or do ritual work, however that resonates for you. But it's like this Queen of Wands is like creating something magical, creating a fire out of the palm of her hand. And I do connect specifically the Queen of Wands in this deck with manifestation, which is another big message of the Magician. Your energy and your willingness to embrace your unicorn spirit is helping you manifest whatever you want in this lifetime. It is a beautiful, very attractive energy. And it's like, just look how happy this Queen of Wands is versus how upset this person is on the Five of Swords. It's like just choosing to, an attitude of gratitude I just heard, but like choosing to embrace positivity, choosing to embrace opportunities to celebrate yourself and celebrate other people, and just celebrate the joy that is being a part of the world. I think might be part of your superpower in this lifetime. I also want to say there is a black cat here. So you might be an animal lover. You might have a pet cat or a black cat in particular. Just, take that however it resonates. But this is also like, having a familiar like this. It's like, this is talking to me again about having like a big compassionate heart, which is something that would be associated with the unicorn spirit. It's like, wanting to connect with other creatures rather than having like a combative relationship, or wanting to dominate or own an animal. It's like, instead, no, this animal is my companion, and we are working together to create, a harmonious environment. So that is another thing that's coming through. And then, with the Magician, yes, the Magician is fully like, choosing to embrace your personal power. It's like saying, I can do anything, I can achieve anything, I'm showing up in my authentic self. I have fully empowered myself to do whatever I want to do in this lifetime. I don't need anybody's permission, and I'm also not going to climb over anybody else. I'm going to treat other people with compassion, and I'm also going to advocate for my own needs and make sure that I am doing what I need to do to take care of myself. And something else that's coming to me is there could be some people who would look at the unicorn spirit and say, well, that's naive. I don't think that's true. I think that you have a very clear idea. I think some people could look at this Five of Swords and become cynical about human nature and about the future of our planet and the future of our species and about humanity as a whole. And I see you choosing instead to go in the opposite direction. And what's interesting is this Magician is like creating a galaxy. And it's like we can create the world that we want to have. We can create a better world. We can create something that is beautiful and magical and authentic and loving. where all of our children can be safe, all of our inner children, everybody can be safe and happy. We can create that world. Part of it is we need to be the change we want to see. We need to embrace our own power to change whatever we have the power to change in our lifetime. We can embrace our ability to live by example, be an inspiration to other people. There might be people who are trapped in a cycle of the Five of Swords and don't know how to get out. And if we have gotten away from that, we can kind of light the path for other people and show them that it is possible. And so if we're asking today, what is your superpower? Your superpower is your ability to be the unicorn in the face of the Five of Swords. It is your ability to really embrace your own inner authentic self. It is your ability to choose to approach toxic negativity with compassion and love and loving detachment. It is your ability to reconnect with your inner child and your ability to have and this is an intuitive thing, might not be connected here, but I do think it's like your ability to have a positive outlook on humanity despite the negativity that you have personally experienced, because you know you have the power to create whatever universe might be possible where people are no longer in this energy anymore, or the people who are in this energy are no longer in power, to put it that way. So yeah, I feel like I got really intuitive there. I hope that this has resonated for you. Pile 2 as like, yeah, like, and I am feeling very inspired by this energy. Just you're coming through as somebody who has like a strong personality, but like a big, like a vibrant, bright white aura of like a strong, genuine desire to be a force for good in this lifetime, in this world. And that's rare and very inspirational, especially if you are resonating as somebody who has had a lot of experience with this, the dark side of human nature. So that's what I'm seeing before you today, Pile 2, as like, what is your superpower? Again, your superpower is the ability to embrace the unicorn spirit in the face of the Five Swords and to really step up into your power as the Queen of Wands and the Magician. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. If you have liked it, please feel free to give it a like. Please comment down below and let me know how this resonated for you. I will say this is... it's not quite the same, but it does have some similar vibes to Pile 1. So if you did feel drawn to the dragon spirit, there might be messages there for you as well. And if you like my videos, you want to see more from me, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for watching Pile 2, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Hello Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Phoenix Spirit, this is going to be your reading for today, where we are taking a look at what is your superpower. And so this is going to be, you know, the thing that you are really, really great at, that makes you stand out from other people. And I thought it would be like a fun idea for a shorter video and maybe a little bit of an ego boost for you. So with that said, let us get right into it. Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, came flying out. Alright, we have the Queen of Swords. Oh, okay. Oh, it fell into my lap. And then the King of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay. Right off the bat, I think one of your superpowers in this lifetime is your ability to embrace the journey. That's the intuitive thing that's coming to me, because the Phoenix Spirit, the key words for this card are alchemy, rebirth, and creation. And you know, this card talks about going on a journey in this lifetime of transformation and really embracing when you come across the opportunity to you know, leave the old parts of yourself behind and go through the transformative process to embrace new parts of yourself, so that the rebirth, the newer version of yourself, can shine brighter and be like bigger and brighter than whatever the old version of yourself you're leaving behind. And it's like being able to embrace that journey of transformation as part of your spiritual path in this lifetime. And that's beautiful. It talks about like being willing to, and change is not easy. Change is very like hard and scary for a lot of people, and very uncomfortable. And with the Phoenix spirit here, it's like just kind of embracing it as part of the process. Like, things change, people change, circumstances change, and like adaptability is, I think, one of your really strong superpowers. And the reason why I'm like the willingness to go along on this journey and just embrace it for what it is, part of that is because we have the Seven of Pentacles here. And the Seven of Pentacles is a card that can talk about like patience, nurturing. Part of the journey is, you can even see it on this card, like we have planted something, we have invested our energy, our resources, time, money. So we're working towards growing something here, but we cannot necessarily see how it is progressing. And part of it is we need to take it on faith that the things that we are pouring our energy into are going to eventually lead to the progress that we want to see. They will eventually pay off. They will eventually grow a big plant underground that then we can then harvest. And that our investment will be worthwhile. And so that's why I'm like, if this is part of your Phoenix spirit, it's like you are willing to invest in this journey of transformation, and with the faith that like embracing your Phoenix spirit is part of your spiritual path. It is part of your growth and development. It is a way for you to nurture yourself. And then the other reason I'm giving that interpretation is all of these energies here, the person on the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, are giving me like patient, calm vibes, And so it's like, that's like just, again, like embracing this journey of transformation on the Phoenix spirit of like, again, people change, and it's like a process of growth, and being able to like see your own self-development as an opportunity rather than a series of challenges or obstacles that can be overwhelming. It's like, well, no, this is just part of my spiritual journey, and and when things don't fit me anymore, and that can be like people, circumstances, relationships, when those things are no longer right for me, then I'm going to Phoenix away from them. I'm okay to leave that stuff behind, because I know what's on the other side of this transformation is going to be bigger, better, brighter, and more in alignment with the newer version of myself. And again, being able and willing to embrace that part of the transformative process is part of your superpower. And then the other part is being able to take things in stride. And what's interesting is that, these two people, they're almost kind of in the same pose, which is a very relaxed pose. And it's kind of more, this Queen of Swords is more pensive. This King of Pentacles just seems to be like just kind of relaxing and having a good time. And again, the patient, nurturing energy of the Seven of Pentacles, it's like really embracing this as an aspect of self-care. Like we don't need to push, we don't need to force, we don't need to rush into the future, because change is going to happen regardless, and it's like, I just love this energy, pile 3, and with both the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles can carry a message about just having like a very kind of practical, logical mindset, which might be something that resonates for you. The Queen of Swords is somebody who sees things very clearly, and is honest with themselves and other people, and the Queen of Swords, again, it would be somebody who, if something wasn't working for them anymore, they would be like, okay, it's time to to go through my Phoenix again, and figure out how to get to something that will work better for me. And that's fantastic. It's like saying, it's putting out into the universe that you are prioritizing yourself. Speaks to me about somebody who does have a very healthy level of self-esteem. And then there's a very, I don't know that there's a ton more to say about this spread. The Queen and King of the Queen of Swords and King of Pentacles, their center of confluence, like how they come together, how their energies come together, would be in it, like having a more practical mindset. The King of Pentacles is also very focused on like nurturing, self-care, taking care of your responsibilities, taking care of your practical responsibilities. I am getting a very, very responsible energy. Even though you might be going through constant transformations, you might be courageously moving forward into the future and embracing newer versions of yourself. When you receive new information, you are ready to change your viewpoint based on whatever that new information is. Like it's an adaptable, open-minded sort of energy, and at the same time, like just a very kind of grounded, responsible type of person. So that it's just like a really interesting. Normally I would say this is a fiery sort of energy, but there's just like such calm groundedness here, and I just love that. And then the other thing I'm noticing is that this King of Pentacles is kind of in a library with lots of books. Queen of Swords is known for being very intelligent and perhaps intellectual, so you might also be like an avid reader, and just be like very kind of well-informed, and the type of person who, like, when you find something that you are interested in, you kind of like dive in head first, and really do like all of the research on it. You might be the type of person where you just like, so much about so many different topics, and just like a very kind of dynamic and very interesting person to talk to and to be around. And it could have been because you've been through so many iterations of yourself, that you've just like kept bits and pieces of each version of yourself along the way. It's like a kind of a take what you need and leave the rest sort of approach to life, that I really find very intriguing, and I think that other people probably do as well. I think you might come across as a bit of an enigma to people. People might really have a hard time kind of like pinning you down into or putting you in a box, and that might be the way that you like it, honestly. Honestly, like I just said, it's such a unique energy, and I think it's really awesome. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say, pile 3, is we do have like the Seven of Pentacles, investing in something, nurturing something, and this would be your self-development, I think, with the spread here, but it's just like with the faith that it is eventually going to pay off. And then with the King of Pentacles, it would be confirmation that yes, it is paying off. It will pay off. It for sure is paying off. And this is almost like the same color as this Phoenix. So it's like, yeah, the things you're investing in are paying off for sure. And you have like both the sharp mind of this Queen of Swords, and the responsible energy of the King of Pentacles, to make sure that it does. That you are kind of guiding yourself along this journey, and I just love that. So if you have a superpower in this lifetime, it's your ability to embrace the transformative process as part of your life's path, to really invest in yourself and your self-development, and to do it with like a really kind of calm, patient, adaptable mindset that I think a lot of people, they don't have that, or they can't match that energy. And so what makes you truly unique, and something else that makes you truly unique is, again, it's that idea that you have like a lot of sides to yourself. You are like a multifaceted person. You're probably really interesting to talk to because you know so many things about so many different areas of life. Like you just have a lot to say, and a lot of like different pieces that you've picked up from, again, different iterations of yourself. It's like like sink my teeth into your energy. You know? Like there's a lot to dig into here, and I just really admire you, and your ability to just like calmly embrace the journey for what it is, and to be willing and ready and able to change in whatever way you need to, is truly remarkable, Pile 3. So, you know, with that said, I do hope that I have communicated clearly. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please feel free to give it a like. Please comment down below and let me know how this resonated for you. If you like my videos, you want to see more from me, you can feel free to subscribe to my channel. And with that said, thank you very much for watching Pile 3, and I do hope to see you in my next video.